did like a little recap because all of us were off a little bit, but we a lot of people have been planning.
MJ needs a good one, so
Okay. So since I think the last two sessions, right? So we finished up the arena battle. We chased down two guys, got the ledger back, met up with the 100, returned the ledger to them. Twin Edge has got now another mask, and the 100 also gave us some info, such as the Bollock Island just south of Greyhaven was wiped out some time ago. Wiped out as in the one town disappeared overnight. Rabao, one of the islands to the northwest, there's one of the relics is there. Now, then we had to kind of figure out what direction to go in, and we have like three options. But like Greyhaven, kind of getting to Greyhaven seems like the right thing to do. And we got to figure out, are we going to be going by sea a little bit, by land a little bit? I mean, by, Griffin air travel a little bit. And where do we stand on that, by the way?
Well, I think we're going to speak to the Griffins, see if they'll take us. And then,
Okay.
Well, we said in the chat, I think the last thing was maybe we go get a boat. Just so that, it was, I suggested it just so that, if they do need to land or anything, we're not just flying over the ocean and just plummet,
Yeah, this 6 Griffins is kind of big group, I guess, and you need like at least a medium-sized boat to carry them.
So you're all currently in the building of the 100. You've asked them for some more information, and they've given you a little bit here and there. And you also asked about Rabo, and indeed, you are given this information. So as you're standing there, a robed member of the 100 who was sent away to find this information, he eventually glides back in next to you, and places a book down on the table in front of the head cleric. It's quite a large, sort of thick book. And the head cleric, he nods in appreciation. It opens this large, dusty tome. And as he's opening it, you can hear the cracking of its spine and the pages as it opens. And he starts to move through page by page, searching for the passages that you seek. And you hear him just say, Rabbi, found in the center of Kaima. Kaima. He says the word so slowly. His finger just trailing carefully down these partly faded scripts. And he finds it. Here, Kaima, an island nation. Or perhaps simply isolated territory. He just casts a glance up towards you all. Most records agree it lies far from major trade routes. He starts to turn the page again. Its southern reaches, described as vast sand plains. So pause. He considers what he's reading. Though several entries disagree on what precisely these plains are. Maybe not dunes, not deserts. One traveler here has described them as bones of a forgotten sea. The majority of the island appears, however, to be mountainous. His fingers just tapping against this rough sort of sketch that's inside this. You can see as you look down, it's sort of a kind of a crude map of the area. You can see sort of peaks. He continues. High ranges, difficult terrain, limited roads. Seems several expeditions mention dangerous travel conditions. Turns another page. Yes, yeah. Rock falls, mist, narrow cliff routes. However, most visitors arrive at a settlement called Marah, frequented by merchants, fishermen, supply caravans, and treasure hunters. It appears few outsiders continue beyond Marah. Turns another page. There's several sort of loose notes which is just slipping around the page and just sort of moves them into place. Interesting. His voice just lowers a little bit here. Several writers make mention of a city hidden within the mountains. Rabo, a lake city. No, a city built upon a lake. Most depictions and descriptions agree on this. The city itself, a series of concentric districts, circular construction, central tower, and consistent reports of unusual magical activity. Energy. Multiple records here describe visible currents of magical energy converging upon the tower. Now, whether this is metaphorical or literal, it's unclear. One account here is describing it as rivers of pale blue and purple light drawn endlessly skyward before folding in towards the central tower. Interesting. Just tapping the parchment as he's reading. There are references to structures beneath the lake surface. Buildings, archives, meditation chambers, submerged districts. Though I admit, does sound exaggerated. He looks further down. The lake itself would be significant. Deep. Exceptionally deep. Claims range from hundreds of feet to impossible depths. Miles. Treasure diving seems common. Reports of magical materials, rare organisms, artifacts, and disappearances. Several entries mentioned creatures in the depths. These descriptions are varying. Large, intelligent, predatory. Curious. Well, whatever Rabo is, and he slowly closes the book. It certainly seems that the city was built around that tower and the mysteries of the depths. Well, hopefully that's enough information for you. Seems to be all we have here at this time.
This seems like a really useful guy to know. Could we get a name and like maybe Lachlan could send him a message later, or if necessary?
Yeah. So you ask for his name, and he reveals his name to be Mellor. Mellor. Was there anything else you needed at all?
That was a lot of information and like really useful stuff. I hope someone got most of that down. I was just in the restroom for the half of it. Anyway, thank you for all of that. It will be very useful in our coming travels.
And he nods to you as the book's closed, and then another member comes, takes it, and returns it back to Winsett.
Oh, by the way, for anyone who wasn't here recently, the blue lines on the map and also the red ones are like guesses kind of for like ship sailing routes, because Woody told us wherever there's a ship off the coast, that means it's a port on the map. So that's our guess for some, naval routes that could be helpful.
Oh, that's really
It's
helpful.
based on
What's the difference
yeah.
between the blue and the red?
Red means I drew it, and light blue means someone else drew it.
Oh, it's not like one is sort of military and one's shipping.
Oh no, no.
There's
No.
just right.
Who is the
This
light
is all
blue?
based off all based off Locke's knowledge, essentially.
We said,
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
there was a boat missing up by Turner on it, but we said there is one by here and the Turner bit, hence why the lines are going in there. So yeah.
Yes, I think when we were talking about going to get a boat, we were talking either going down here, or down here.
And where are we right now?
Oh, we're still currently still in Vale.
We're in
in
Vale
Hunter.
still. Okay.
All to be specific.
I mean, we could always go
That's
to
cool.
Turner, that's closer. It's a long boat trip, than that.
Yeah, but then you gotta get all the way around on the
That's what-
boat,
yeah.
right?
That's what I mean, it's a longer boat trip. It's not if we're going to Rebel.
Does this place have a name? Do we have to close a name for it?
Which area?
The one south west
Vale.
of Telor.
I thought
Do we
Telor
have
is
to-
kind of like this whole area, and then Arlen goes here.
Yeah, I'm asking
Yeah,
about
the
this
support
one
there.
right here.
Yeah,
Do
but
we
he's saying,
have
like, is there
the,
a name for where that ship is?
Do we have
Town.
that map? Well, I should ask Romo. Romo, do you have that map from that fella who I can't remember?
Tarvis.
Yeah, that.
I reach into my pack. I roll them out. You can see there's a little trepidation.
Just to confirm, I have the map pack because I'm a map nerd. Yes, but see, there's one city.
Romok's the fanboy, so that's why we were asking him.
When I bought the map.
Yeah, but Romok's the fanboy.
Oh, it's Panton.
I've got about 3 or 4 of his books.
Panton?
Looks like
Panton.
Like a D, yeah.
It was a D as well on there. Too much fantasy text for me.
Panton, yes, Panton.
Okay. Where's Panton?
Palin, I think, was the one city that was mentioned, like in the bigger map, right? Like, so maybe Palin is the capital of Telor.
Yeah, I think the ones on the main map are the main cities, right? And it's bigger on it, so that would make sense. But I'd assume we could. Well, the thing is, if we're going to buy a boat, can we get the Arlen map up as well? Because that one was actually 2 boats, right? So that's a bigger port. Oh God. Yeah. Westenhay. 2 boats.
And Tarnafal, of course, is the imperial capital.
Essentially, on the map, the key to that is the more boats you see, the larger the port, the more significant the port.
Yeah, I think so. It's not as though that is the only 2 boats out of Westernay.
No.
There are exactly 313 trees in Swiftwood Forest.
And those boats are gigantic.
Swiftwood Forest is making my Druid of the Forest senses tingle. I bet it'll be really interesting there. But we got a mission. Well, we got like 5 missions, and we gotta focus.
Yeah, I'd suggest we go Westenhay. Just
Yeah,
because
so
if we go to the other place and it's just like there's like 4
Yeah.
boats there, and we've got to like rob some poor
If you
man.
see,
in some bitch boat.
the Vale at the top of the map, right? It looks like we could take the road from Vale to Palin to through
We're
the
flying,
kind of
aren't
broken glade to Weston, or that. Yeah, I mean,
We'll just fly down there. Don't make it harder than it has to be. But they got the
Well, you
Griffins.
gotta,
It's useless.
obviously stop to rest from time to time, right? It might make sense to kind of
No,
fly in such a
depends
way that we can
depends how
expect
far
to
the
see
Griffins can fly.
towns beneath us.
If you go back to the world map, like you can see from Vale to where we left in Dota, it was like 2 days, wasn't it? From the cap to Vale. So to fly down from Vale to the port town,
2 days. We
shouldn't
stopped
really
over.
take too long.
We flew through the night, didn't we? We flew about 4 or 5 hours, rested for half an hour, then flew for another 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah,
we
if you
take
think like
it in shifts, just try and
we're
move
centre
along
of the
a little
Whisper
bit
Cap
quicker.
down to there by judgment of scale, it won't take quite as long to get down to the port town.
Sure. We still need to, I guess, talk to the Griffins, but yeah, the general great plan. Let's try to implement it.
Yeah, maybe we do that next before we plan, and then
I mean, wherever we're going is a long trip to get to the
Well-
coast. I mean. So we've got to be pretty determined about which way we're moving off to.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it makes sense. If we're looking for a ship and a ship of good quality, we'd want to go to somewhere that has a
You go to a
thriving
bigger port. Yeah.
yeah, and there'll probably be more military as well, which might help if we run into
Yeah.
anything.
I
So,
mean,
you know,
yeah,
it-
I'm all for the idea of buying our own ship. It gives us like a full, transport thing. But at the same time, could it be that we find something that kind of comes with a full crew? I know obviously Locke is fully adept at shipfaring, but actually we have a boat that comes equipped with crew, supplies, contacts, weaponry, etc. Do we just kind of hire that / own it?
I mean,
I feel like getting into like
that-
naval warfare is a bit intense, but like, yeah, some real crew who know how to do ship stuff. That definitely sounds right.
let's not
Also,
forget
we're not-
about before we left Whisper Caps, we had that group of assassins basically wanting to escort us back to Greyhaven. They left us alone with a letter.
Yeah.
But if we start going places which aren't in the direction of Greyhaven, we might find that their colleagues are waiting for us. If we hire a ship of a crew, who's to say we're not hiring a ship full of their organization? We got
Yeah.
True, so we'd
there's
have
things
to
like that we got to remember.
have to do our own kind of level of vetting, but actually
Yeah.
it's all the more reason potentially to get a crew that then act in our interests, right?
Yeah.
Because if we're being hunted, let's say we're being chased, followed, watched, actually it makes sense to have allies or paid hands,
Right.
just so long as we keep and remain as the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Or
So,
should we?
look from the.
I mean, in the same instance, like if we were just to get a ship by us, the only one who knows anything about ships is Locke.
Yeah.
So
And
he's
if
got
Locke's
to try and direct us
incapacitated-
all to somehow manage to
Mm.
get us to steer the boat and have it sail correctly. I don't think that will go well. I don't think
Yeah.
we have the
Yeah.
capability. In fact, we're going to need a crew. We can't
we've
do it by
got
ourselves.
strength. We've got we've got strength. We've got keen minds, but we are not shipfarers. And even with the greatest strength and greatest will in the world, like Romok for a start is going to be fighting his own fear of water. So I think I think we're looking for a boat and a crew, right?
No, I don't think we should
Yeah, we
be,
need
because
to-
not only that, we've got the weird elf dude that can literally take on people's bodies. Should that not be playing on our paranoia of we can't trust anyone apart from the people within our group?
Nah, we need a cruise. We can't run a ship.
We got
Yeah,
Griffins.
we
Do
can't
we
run
need
a ship. We
Does-
need a
does
crew
Locke
one
have
way or the other.
contacts, right? Locke's
I'm
been
just saying, do we need a
shipfaring.
ship? Do we need a ship? That's what I'm saying, because we don't
Well,
have the skills and we don't have the trust in who around us is
Yeah, we just-
trustworthy.
Yeah, but if they're just deckhands and stuff, right? Like, if they're a person, then they're expendable.
No, we don't
know?
know the requirement for why that dude can possess bodies and use his powers through them and didn't
Yeah,
take on
true,
us.
but I mean, if we have a smallish crew, then as soon as all the bodies are gone, right? we know where he is. It's fine. But I don't think that was only because we had the thing, right? So like,
That's what I mean. Though, if we start getting close to something again, it could be that he starts,
Yeah, but
yeah, but we
there's not
can't
to
be
say that
scared, right?
there's going to be
Like-
other people around anyway. There's going to be other things around to do that regardless.
Mm,
But ultimately, we could take the Griffins all the way. If something happens to them, we're screwed. We've got to go by foot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is if we land them on the island, they get eaten or killed by them or anyone, right? Then like we cannot leave. Like, there's no way out, right? Plus, also they might not do. They might want to land over a long stretch of water, and then they've got
Right.
nowhere to land.
so we're in a we're in a
That's
weird
my
situation.
my
yeah.
reason for a boat anyway.
So, from that kind of zoomed in map of Ireland, right? The route which said like Vale to this city to down by the forest and to Westmore Lake or whatever it was, it kind of looks like this red line that I drew on here. Would it make sense? I feel like it makes sense if flying to that port to kind of follow this kind of route where there are towns along the way. So seems like it makes it easier should we need to stop and restock
Well,
or whatever.
How long did it take us to get to the Whisper Caps? Like,
That was
This
an
is what I
overnight
was
flight
saying.
with one
Like
break.
flying from the Whisper Caps to Bale was like an hour and a day and a half. if
No, it was
that.
a night. It was a single
Like,
night. We
short-
flew from the
Yeah, it
night
was
and
an
got there in the morning
Yeah, it was an
with
overnight
one
flight
rest in
with
between.
one break.
Yeah.
In it, so
So this is a lot shorter. So I don't think we're going to have to stop off.
yeah, we can do all the way.
It looks like
in
about
one
the
tour.
same distance. It's just seems better to have a town underneath us. If we need to stop, right? That's
Yeah,
the point
but I
you make.
mean, if we're going straight, right? It's not a little detour to just go boop and then just land and go into town. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
The thing is,
But,
we
I
got enough provisions with us. I don't see us needing to stop and go into a town necessarily.
Yeah, but like
But
we get
what are we going to need all of a sudden overnight that we won't have on us?
a comfy bed.
And it's the if the one thing that we're worried about with this crew thing is enemies that can take over bodies and the risk of those assassins being in there, surely we'd want to stay away from the town as much as possible.
It's just we do seem to get news every once in a while of something dramatic, right? Someone messages us from far away or something, and it's always something pretty dramatic.
Messages then.
Flexibility to adjust to that seems good.
Yeah, let them message us then, but we're not staying in town. And then if we need to get to a town, we can just hop on the Griffins. But right, come on, across
Yeah.
we go.
Let's just rule out the first thing then. Let's just speak to the Griffins and see where they'll take us.
Yeah.
They might just say, we're going to Whisper
Caps.
Caps. They might just go, we're only going back to Whisper Caps, screw you guys, in which case, we can't use them anyways. It's a long trip no matter what we do.
Right. Yeah.
Can't
Okay.
we,
Let's do that now.
Is there not control animals? Is that not a thing?
They're not animals.
Demonstrosities.
I mean, they're not beasts, so can't.
Control monster? Dominate
such-
mind?
Oh, I'm pretty
Dominate
sure.
monster?
Well, Dan gave me that potion. I don't think Woody would.
Anyway, let's get on with talking to the Griffins. So, Lachlan, that's all you.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dominate Monster is like an 8th level spell.
Yeah.
So you make your way through to the stables. Place is called the Aviary of sorts. and you find some stable hands who are there, just looking after the animals which are there. You can see your griffins there. There are a few other animals there as well. Other flying beasts are also there. But yeah, your griffins are still there, and they are for you to use however you wish. Obviously, these stable hands here have no knowledge about what you can and cannot do with them, so they are ready to give you full use of your griffins whenever you need.
Lachlan?
Yeah. Just,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
The Griffins.
I will. Well, I'll say. Okay. Can you? I don't know. You're good with animals. Can you like make them calm? I know, obviously, like. Is there one that's more of like a leader one? Is there one that's in charge, an alpha griffin?
Sure. I mean, I think Woody let me use animal handling on them once before, so I didn't even open
The animal handling was to get him to respect us, to be able to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I mean,
all
my
these
one-
animals,
okay,
all these
okay.
animals are bonded to you right now. You successfully managed to bond to them.
Well, I'll go up to
So
my
I
one
mean,
and
yeah.
do the spell then. Because he doesn't have a problem with me. We're best mates. So.
Okay, so I'll go ahead with the animal handling, and just before that, let me give myself a little guidance. Be nice for D4. Here's my animal handling check. Oh God, that was catastrophically bad. Okay, never mind. That we need to roll the D4 for that.
Okay. So look, what are you planning to do with your griffin as you
I'm
approach?
gonna use. I'm just gonna come up to him and kind of like start saying hello. Maybe give him a little apple or something. And then cast tongues on him.
So as you approach him, he immediately starts to sort of, because he was sitting down. He gets up to his full standing height, and he puffs out his feathers a bit as you approach. Do you recall what your animal handling was when you originally bonded with your creature? It's okay. It's okay if you don't. If you don't.
No.
No.
I think I did okay. I don't think I failed any from memory.
I feel like most people did okay. I think there was one person who was a bit hard on it. But okay. So yeah, he rustles his feathers for a minute. Just first, just roll an animal handling, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. So you hold out the apple for the griffin, and just looks at you. Just watches his head sort of twitches, turns slightly sideways. He doesn't seem aggressive with you. However, he's not taking the apple. You
That's okay.
Yeah,
It was
down
more
on
just to
put
keep
the apple.
his
Yeah,
head
the
distracted,
apple.
to be honest.
So you just put the apple down on the floor in front of him, and you approach. He doesn't attack you in any way or anything like that, but he does seem like he's just slightly wary. You are essentially still a new person to him, even though you have bonded. But
Yeah, I only rode him for what, a day or whatever. It's not crazy. Okay, well, I'll cast tongues and start speaking to him, and he should be able to speak back.
okay, what would you like to say?
Hello. You can probably understand us now, which is probably good.
He immediately takes like a slight half step back for a moment on one of his legs, but keeps his eyes locked on you.
If I hope our ride I wasn't too uncomfortable for you.
And you hear back, "Featherless, small one.
Yeah.
You need
yeah.
not worry about my comfort.
Well, I care anyway. Well, my friends in here. Obviously, we've come here on top of you and your friends. Do you have want or need to return to where we came from, or are you happy to go elsewhere and see great wonders of the world?
My desires are only to eat and fly.
Well,
The air and the clouds is all I want. I will take you with me. Should
perfect.
you
Well,
require.
we have aimed to go somewhere in particular, and there is tales of. Are you into fish? Are you a fish person? Well, like, do you like fish?
Fish.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
They wriggle.
Yep.
As they go down.
Uh-huh. Well, where we're going, there's going to be loads of them, right? So you'll be able to try and eat and fly as much as your heart desires, really.
You give me fish. Now.
Yeah. Well, we need to go where we're going. But we can fly there if you're up for it. And your friends, of course.
To fly. And eat fish. Yes.
Yeah.
You give me fish. He takes a step towards you.
God. Don't think I've got any fish on me right now. Wait, I've got a bait box. Wait, no, I'll pull out my fishing rod and bait box, and I'll say, look, we can hunt fish together. We just need to go to the water's edge.
And he's just sort of, his head's twitching to the side, so his head's almost sort of tilted completely to the side. His eyes just still locking onto you. You get me,
Yeah.
and we will fly.
Okay, all right. So you want fish first, then fly?
And meat.
Yep. That was a given. I saw you didn't want the apple earlier, right?
You come back with food.
When we're ready to go, I'll bring you all the stuff. If there's anything else you want as well, I intend. See, I never asked you your name as well. What's your name? Or what do you like to be called?
What was the name you had?
Oh,
I have the list in front of me of all of them, but I don't think I've got directly which one you went. Did you have Vorthak? Was that your one?
I think I've got them written down somewhere.
My notes.
Yeah, I've not got who's got who. I've got the list of every single group in here, but I've not singled them out.
I did write
notes I
down.
took are on my other laptop, so I don't have access to them at the moment.
Whisper cows. Whisper.
And I did actually write it down. It's one of the notes
I've got it. I know I have it written down somewhere. I just haven't got it immediately at hand.
Mine is Vorgera. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Yours,
Hezekiah's
I'm
got
gonna write this down.
Vorgera. Can't see the other names. Vorthak. Oh, Vorthak is the one that Hezekiah couldn't tame.
That's
I
the one
think he's
Keck
now
had.
Keck.
Right.
Yeah.
Fragmore. Wait, no? Is that one? Is there one called Cragmore, Woody?
I'm looking. I've got so many. Oh, there is one. Yeah, Fragmore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Cragmore's mine.
Fracker, Grandma.
I've
Where you go?
underlined it 3 times.
Okay. Okay. So you know your Griffin as Cragmore, and he says to you when you ask his name, Stonefang.
Stonefang?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, from now on, I'll call you that. Because obviously that's your name and not the one placed upon you.
But he said Stonefang in his dialect, whereas maybe Cragmore
Well, no, he says it
translates
in
more to
common.
his.
He says it in common, though.
Yeah, but when you
So
say
that would be the common translation of his name.
okay, fair enough.
Which is what I'd be saying it in, right? So like,
I will just add, I've not just made that up. I have a list here with 2 names for every single Griffin. I've got that in front of me.
Wow.
Amazing.
So yeah, I can tell you what all of yours are if you want to ask.
Just on the basis that one day we were going to ask our Griffins what their name are.
I'll be prepared for anything.
Love it.
Oh, look, we've got the list. There's my grandma.
I prepare for some
Yeah.
things, not everything.
And then give us the names. That'd be
And what are the names of your companions as well? My
Okay.
companions. Want to
So
know.
Vorthak, which is Keck's one then, is Storm Talon. Hezekiah's Vorgra is known as Star Talon.
Star Talon.
Star Talon. Who else had? Give me some more. Who have we
I
got?
had
Locke
grandma.
had Vorthak. Jasper had Grelmar.
Grelmar.
Twin had Fracker. And Locke had Cragmore.
Okay. Grelmar is High Roar.
This is what? High Law.
Raw.
High
High
Roar.
Roar.
High Law.
Was Fracker one of them? Did you say?
Fracker was twins, yeah.
Fracker. Yep.
So twins is Frostfeather.
Frostfeather.
Yeah, it's bold and fiery. And I think
Whose was Grelmar?
Me.
Jasper's. Oh no, Jasper had High Roar.
Jasper had grandma.
Oh, but I like your descriptions of how we bonded with them as well. That's nice. It's nice
Yeah.
flavour.
Yeah.
See, I went for food again. My first thing's food.
It's a very embarrassing animal handling role for me
It was.
on that first Griffin.
Roman, which one was yours, sorry?
Borthen.
Borthorn, Sky Screech.
Sky Screech. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just missing Cragmore's alternate name now.
That's the first one we got.
Cragmore Stonefang.
Stonefang, that's it, yeah.
Well, sorry, I've got Vorthax as Storm Talon. What was
Stonefang.
Cragmore's?
Stonefang.
Stonefang.
Sorry, I missed
I
that.
thought Vorgera was Star Talon. Oh no, you said Storm Talon. Never mind.
Yeah, I could put these all in the chat, actually.
Oh, I've got them. Oh, you got one. Here we go.
See. Oh, you're doing it.
Yeah, please tell me if I've made any mistakes there.
Yeah, I think that's all right. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that all seems. I think that's all right. Okay, so you ask of the names of all the surrounding griffins, and you are given, and he just continues to keep his eyes on you and say, "Me." And to the point where he now is stepped close enough to you where he's right in front of you, and he pushes into your shoulder with his beak. As this happens, you see a couple of the stable hands come walking over, and you see they've got buckets of feed, different things. You can see in one of the buckets is grains. You can see some long, reedy type plants. You can see some thicker vegetables in another, and in another one there is also like dead animals. You've got dead animal carcasses, like almost looks like ferrets and of that sort of nature, rabbits and such. And they come forward and they say, "This will help," and they pass you the meat bucket first. The dead animal
Yes.
carcass.
That's the one I only care about. I'll shoo them away for the rest. Here we go. I brought you some bit, but Stonefang, I will bring you. I'll keep you well fed. You do me good, and I'll look after you, my friend.
He grabs at the meat as you hand it over, and he just gulps it down pretty much in a couple of throws his head back and just lets it sort of slide down in a couple of motions, and it's gone. And he turns to you and snaps his beak. Yes. Good.
Oh, Palpatine. Right. Well, we'll be back with the food, and when we're all ready to go, and I don't think it'll be long. So flying soon. Does that sound good to you, Stonefang?
The sun and the moon and the clouds in the air.
Yep. That's where we'll be. In the air.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless there's anything else you want to say, we'll be back soon.
Soon.
Yep.
And he doesn't seem to be making much conversation.
No one.
You get the feeling that the pool of their communication doesn't really coincide with yours. It's very simple and basic.
Well, we've managed to establish food good, so that's fine.
So look, do you really plan on going to catch some fish, or should we just go see if we can buy some?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll just buy some. But I don't think there'll be much fish or fresh fish around here.
They seem to be quite far in from the coast.
This is quite inland, so unless there's a lake or a pond where they're being caught.
We can hit up the markets and see what they've got.
Yeah.
We might get lucky.
Yeah, well, it's only a little incentive to hopefully, maybe they've increased their flying range or something. Happy griffins fly further. Also, I've heard. Let's
So
go
what would
to
you
the
like to do now,
market.
guys? You head to the market. Here you find a variety of different shops and stalls selling pretty much most things you could be looking for. So what exactly are you going to be looking for in the market itself?
We want to look for anyone selling fish, whether it's fresh or maybe even just some salted fish to keep it a little while.
Mm-hmm. You look around and you find some stores, some shop fronts which are selling a variety of foodstuffs. Let me see what we've got here. Hang on. Open up a list. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. You find you're right. There's not a great deal of fish available. Yeah, there is a little bit, however. It seems to be a rarer commodity than the other main meats. You see a lot of deer and boar, pork, chicken, goat. There is a few sections where there are fish, but because they are a little more scarce here, the price is a little higher. So you're going to be paying for one fish is going to be nine silver a fish.
Don't griffins canonically love horses and eating horses? So, like, things like the hoofed animal types would be more interesting.
Yeah, but our ones want fish. That's what
Sure.
we just.
Sure.
I will up the fish. I'll speak to the proprietor of the store. But can I just ask, where do you get your fish transported in from? Like, where are they caught?
The local elf girl who's running the store, she says the fish come in local. They are actually managed to be caught from a small river at the base of the mountain.
Fascinating. I don't know. Do you want to pay the price for them, or do you want to try and catch some of your own?
Oh, I'm awful at catching fish. Yeah, I'll just buy it. Save the time.
Yes. Right. Oh, look. How much fish does she appear to have out? Like,
Yeah, it looks like she's
one
got
for each of the griffins, maybe a couple for each of them.
There looks to be a couple of crates of them, like these small crates, which seem to house about 8 fish per crate. So there's essentially 16 fish altogether here.
Okay, I will say right. So I'll take all of your fish, please, if that's okay.
So
I'll
okay,
work out whatever that ends up being in gold.
Wait, how many are you getting?
All of them.
How many are there?
16. That's 2 each for the griffins and 4 left
so
over for us.
so It's basically 14 gold and 4 silver, I believe.
I'll give her 15 gold, but keep the change, and I'll keep the boxes.
And she bows her head to you and says, thank you kindly. And she takes the money, and you get the fish and the crates.
Lovely. Romark, be a darling and carry these.
I'm not here. Hey, are they in a bag or a crate? Either way, I
brought the crates too.
In which case, I hoik them up and try and stack them as best I can.
Jay, you requesting he gets some
See,
Shrek outfit
it may
as well.
not be the most dexterous, but I have a good hold on them.
You do notice as you're hoiking them up that they are dripping crates. You're getting fish juices drip out as well as a little bit of ice water.
Anything that can be done about this?
This should help acclimatize you to what is to come.
Don't worry, I'll pour some water on you later. I'll get some of it out.
Well,
You can always
if
take
you
a
get
bath.
that,
I know you're normally against that.
just waterboard him in his sleep.
Here, face your fears. Shock therapy.
They do say diving right in is the best way.
You won't give your
Swim,
floaties or anything.
Yeah, I could conjure a tidal wave in your hotel room if you like.
I mean, could you potentially just freeze all the fish juice and stop it dripping over him?
Yes, we can put it in ice if you like. I could
Keep
just
the fish
freeze
fresh.
up the loose bits.
Okay, so what would you like to do now, guys?
Are
Anything else you want to look for? Or?
Are we ready to set sail? Well, set off to set sail, I guess. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we go? And are we all agreed for where we're going as well?
Yes. Does anyone need to shop and get anything else that hasn't come up yet?
Or overpriced scrolls.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think shopping will be easier. I mean, it's got to be cheaper in less inflationary, overpriced markets. So I think let's head out from here. I mean, or at least let's go back to the Griffin, give him the fish, and then head out from here.
Are we long rested yet since we had the fight?
We did a rest. I can't remember. I think so. I think we
think
went
we
up
only
I don't
really
believe you
rest.
have.
before we went to the casino. No. Or was
Oh,
that
no,
like
since then, I mean, like the chasing down the two guys and beating them up.
no, not
we
since then. Before we went to
Yeah.
the casino, we definitely
Like,
did.
what time of day is it by now, Woody?
It would be.
Feels like we did a lot today
I would say it's sort of mid-afternoon.
Okay. Maybe we camp for the night halfway to our destination.
I'm just very wary. I don't seem to have knocked off a long rest since we had the big fight. Most of my spell slots and that's still gone.
Well, maybe you weren't there for that session, so.
You definitely were not involved in the Beast Arena.
No.
There was no involvement from you on that.
You know, if we have like 4, 5, 6 hours or something of daylight left, I mean, might as well use it. Camp, on our and some rest
really
point
want to.
along the way.
Not the
Hey,
way,
Which is, of
dude.
course, why I was
But
suggesting we fly over towns and along the civilized route, for this kind of situation.
well,
I'd
mean,
say that you have had a sleep. I would say since that big fight, I think you did have a sleep, so you should be able to cross that off, Jasper, and have your rest.
Okay, cool.
I
There
will
was
say
definitely
as
time
well.
after that.
Yeah, we slept in like everyone like abandoned the fancy rooms, right? And we stayed in there from memory.
Right. We that's kind of the place where we're negotiating. We went there, ate the next week, rested and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
if
was
we
a long,
leave,
long time ago. It's like sessions ago, like a few months ago in terms of real time.
if we do leave now, though, obviously we'll want to try and arrive where we're going. You kind of want to be there for the morning, really. I feel like that's when the most
Does make sense.
business is done.
How-
So if we get most of the way there, then we can always.
Yeah. How long would it take us to fly there? Would you say?
To which location?
To the port.
Arba, I think.
One beginning with
Or
W.
no, Westmore. Even.
You'd be looking probably. Yeah, so you're going to be looking probably about 20 hours or so. Best part of a day.
A flight.
Flying,
Okay.
yes, of flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, let's say we set out now, we got maybe 4, 5, 6 hours of daylight, but I think it's obviously best not to fly at night. Uh, Stop along the way at if there's a town. Woody, could we get that more zoomed in map of, and continue the morning after?
Even if we're having
Oh.
a full rest, and that's still 14 more hours of flying, so we still we'd get there sort of
Mhm.
nighttime the second, like the day after.
Right. And for what it's worth, I'm definitely ready to fight and all that, right? I mean, I'm 1 second level spell slot down from full rest.
Well, I've
Wishing
used
hay.
quite a few.
Oh,
I've used tongues about 4 times. So,
Shall we take a straight run towards the lake, maybe? Camp somewhere in the trees? Or did you want to head towards Palin and then stop
yeah, we can
and
try
then
stop Palin,
do
right?
the next day to get down to Western Hay?
right. Woody, would you say we could get to Palin by dusk today? Like 4, 5, 6 hours or something?
To Palin. See. Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to get there probably. Just getting into night. Yeah.
Fantastic. This seems like a good idea, right, guys?
Yeah, nothing, no quarrels from me.
Okay.
So I'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, so head to
Right,
Palin
so-
then.
You all go up to meet your griffins again. Give them your fish. How much of the fish are you giving to the griffins?
Give one each for now, and then we'll say we've got one more for when we stop for our rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the griffins eagerly just destroy the fish given to them and instantly swallowed and fed, and they look quite pleased with that.
There's more to that. More there where we stopped. So let's get going.
Woody, on the big map, the port seemed to be named Arma. Is Arma like a region
Mhm.
instead of a city?
That's just a cock up, but I'm going to say that's a cock up by Tarvis Godsbane rather than me.
Okay, good.
It's always
Great.
Tarvis Godsbane. He's useless.
Love it.
He's a fake. He's a phony.
As Palin is
Best
also
authors
labelled
have
in the wrong.
inconsistencies.
There's a Palin also located in the wrong place as well. But
Yeah.
again,
Definitely
I'll put that down to
No.
him.
Love it. It adds such a kind of conspiracy theory about his authenticity. I love it.
Which maps are the kind of correct ones? Then the zoomed in or the zoomed out?
They all come
Never
from Tarvis
know.
Godsbane.
Oh, okay.
You can't
So-
trust any of them.
Anything could be
For all
true.
we know, it's not even going to take us that long to fly down there.
Woody can either
Yeah,
confirm
it's
or
like
deny
over the
which
road.
one's right, which ones aren't.
I love this portion of the lore. It's great. Like even the maps that we as players are so it's here. We're like you could wipe and just be like, he doesn't have a bloody clue. He's never
You
been
know-
to any of these places.
That's your
You know,
hero, Remok.
when Columbus was setting off west toward China, right? He had a good understanding of the size of the Earth and how long it would take, but he was a pretty kind of a religious nut and believed in this thing from the first book of Enoch about because God had given to Behemoth 6/7 of the Earth and to Leviathan 1/7. He figured that the oceans of the Earth could only be 1/7 of the Earth's total distance, and they'd already knew about the Mediterranean and the Indian Ocean and all that. So there probably couldn't be that much more ocean, and so they figured around where the Azores Islands are, like in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, that had to be the east end of China, or Asia at least, right? And so it'd be pretty easy to get to China from there. And that turned out a little wrong.
That's really interesting. I have no knowledge of that stuff. So
I learned that from the History of the Bible podcast, and that first book of Enoch is not like canon anywhere outside of Ethiopia, and it's pretty nuts to go from God said I'd give to Behemoth this or that to assume that the oceans are 1/7 of the Earth. They're 5/7 actually.
well, you will discover what's real and what is not real as you travel. That's all I'll say.
Are we still having to lag behind a bit, like take a bit more time with the flight because Romok's stupid ass sword is so heavy on his griffin's back?
What was my ruling on that in the end? I think no. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think I said that was okay, didn't I?
I think
There's
so.
no issue
Yeah,
on it in the
he's either accustomed to it or I can't remember. Been a while.
What you're ruling on? What was it? Sorry.
His sword being so heavy.
Oh,
I think it's the
Having
ring.
a-
It's the ring, isn't it, that allows him to carry it. But I can't remember what you said because he doesn't feel the weight when he's wielding it. But does that take away from the natural weight of the item?
Yeah,
I think
we
Does
had
the
it
ring
where
render
there
the
there was
sword
a couple of rolls, wasn't there?
all right.
And then something happened.
The canon law of your sword is you remove all the weight from that sword, all of that extensive weight from the sword with the power of the ring, and the weight is returned at the instant of impact as the sword hits something for a split second.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's what happened.
Cool.
That's part of the law of your sword. There you go. Okay, so are you all ready to head off?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, you all mount up. Everyone, just roll me an animal handling once again. Mhm. Good start.
Oh,
Not great.
why is it rolling twice? I mean,
I'm back. Hello.
Just welcome back. If you could just give me an animal handling, please, Locke.
Yay. He likes me now. He's had fish.
Mhm. Okay, so I mean, half of you are going to be all right on this. The other 3 of you who got less than 10. It's a little, you're getting not rejected by the animal, but it's sort of a little stiff to your commands as you try and maneuver it out towards the exposed area of this perch, this towered stable.
the 28 came before the 9 for me. I think it's just like double rolling everything.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah. You're right. So yeah, you're good as
Same
well.
for me.
Only a couple of you, just a couple of you had a bit of an issue.
Okay, now it's not double rolling, but have you seen of the last 5 rolls, one was a 20, 4 have been ones? Or if this is some kind of bug.
I don't like the rolling in this system on Roll20 in general. I always
Okay,
find
now
it suspicious.
okay, it is doing the double rolling. Look at this, right? It's interesting. Maybe
It's not
Mine's
rolls
rolling
through,
normally.
right? It just rolls.
well, look at my rolls, right? Like every time I click the button once, it does 2 rolls. If you see,
Mine did a double, but they patterned the same thing, so I don't know.
I'm always biased against these online rolling just because I always roll really badly on everything. So it's set up. It's working against me, guys. Okay, right. You all move out, and as you've got yourselves ready, your destination to the south, was it? Yeah, you're going south. You give the command, and your griffins push off and out into the open air around you. You immediately feel the rush of the wind. The wings suddenly explode open to the side of you, catching the wind, and you start to soar, to rise up as these powerful beasts flex and take flight into the sky. And they turn to the south. You watch as the mountains around you start to pass by, and ahead of you, you see the silver line of rivers. You see trees approaching. You see vast areas of forests just opening up and rolling beneath your feet. It looks amazing. Just check one thing here. Would you see? I'm just gonna check something. No, you. Okay. So yeah, you start to fly onwards. Is there anything you want to do as you're flying there, or?
like, because it's just new terrain to us, so like keep an eye on the geography. See what we're looking for. Any villages on the way. Also, Vale just got smacked hard. Right? Like, so I mean, it's interesting to see what seems to be below us in terms of like other settlements and all that. Right? Just
So roll me a
might be interesting.
perception check.
Okay. Yep. Let's see if this one double rolls too. Gives me a
Anyone who wants to be looking around can roll this perception check as well. So
Yep,
I mean,
it's
27.
definitely double rolling. I mean, is this a setting I missed somewhere? 27 was the first one for Wizard.
It seems to be happening for everyone by the look of it. So.
Yeah.
Except Jasper.
Maybe it's to do with the rolling in the group roll sort of thing. I don't know.
I don't know, I'd had someone else's dice come on my screen, but it didn't affect my singular
Yeah, I
roll.
think that was mine. Yours came on mine. Yours hit mine.
Was yours the wooden dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't even know that was a thing. You guys share dice screen.
Yeah, same with how they shared the party inventory as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so one of the settings for dice is, includes like the disadvantage and whatnot, but like even if you forcefully set it to normal, yeah, it still does the double on that nature roll. Ugh, whatever.
Have you tried turning off all the options on Beyond 20 and then putting them on?
I don't think I even have the 3D dice kind of thing options on.
Yeah, on the Beyond 20 it does this like type of roll. So it makes
I've
it like
set
all
mine.
normal,
I've
not
set
always
mine.
roll twice.
I've set
Right.
mine to always be normal roll, and I've got it to manually ask every time.
Yeah, mine's always normal, but there's one that says always roll twice, so maybe you'd like accidentally knock that on, but just rolling it twice.
Oh boy, this is super advantage. Okay, so see, like it rolls the super advantage thing I just clicked. Okay, sure, but like it does the button press twice every time I press it once. Well, whatever. We'll just take the top one whenever it rolls out like this.
Mm-hmm. That is it. Yeah. Okay, so you're passing on into this new terrain essentially. It's green, it's lush, it's very beautiful down there, but it is largely forests that you're seeing. You're seeing just the tops of canopies of trees far below you. The mountains start to roll behind, and you can see off to your right, to your west, there's this sort of large river which is sort of winding its way down. You also notice some shapes starting to head in your direction from below you. A number of large winged creatures start to head up, bursting out of the trees into a direct confrontational line with you, it seems. And you can see there is a number of what looks like giant bats approaching from below. And
maneuvers.
Do we all see the bat? Sorry, or
pretty much all of you, yeah, I think you all rolled pretty good on your perception. So everyone who was looking around, yeah, you all see these bats coming. There's a number of them, quite a few, and very soon they are upon you.
can I
I'm not saying anyone didn't see it because he
message
wasn't looking.
Jasper?
Sorry, I missed that.
I'm just going to message Jasper and say, "Oh, there's some bats below us, Jasper. Do you have anything sound related? They got big ears."
I can make loud noises, yeah.
Get ready.
Also, didn't knock them out the sky.
I'm excited just to have another, flying creature that I've now seen and can wild shape into.
I
Well, they
mean,
kind of suck for giant eagles.
large flying creature. Keck has a phobia of these things, so
No, don't run away.
he's more gonna pop into his shell. It depends how well the Griffin can balance him.
I'm trying to just bring you onto this new map. It's not letting me for some reason. Just hang on. Why would it not? Oh, there we go. Should be able to see. All right. Can you all see this okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys are all very high up in the air at the moment. Let's say you are about 200 odd, 220 odd feet up in the air. And these bats all arrive from below you and are now cruising in probably about probably now about 30 foot from you underneath and just rising quickly. So if I can ask all of you just to please roll me initiative.
Team, I've got to click my token, so can you add me in, please?
Sure. Yeah. 13, did you say?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna have to take
Yeah,
speed
the
investment
first
for the
roll was
rolls.
14, so I'll just. Oh, I got it. Oh, I just deleted my token. Oh my god.
Who felt his doom?
I'll bring it back. 1 sec, I'll find it again.
So mine's gone in as 10, but the first roll was a 6. So do with that as you must.
We'll sort that all out in a second.
I might just start rolling straight on roll 20 and just add my modifiers to it because it's just getting annoying.
Yeah, this is very unpleasant.
I've been fiddling trying to fix
Yes.
it on my end, but I can't see any reason for it. Nothing's been reported lately.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
Try
first roll.
closing beyond and reopening it. That doesn't look like that.
Who have we not got on here? Okay. I think
Yeah, so
Twin obviously is
everything
not.
on D&D Beyond does the double roll. When I click on just the damage roll here, okay, only once. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it on roll 20, I think. Can someone run, Twin?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty useful. Okay, let me roll my dice here.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone could just, get onto Twin's sheet, I don't have access to it.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Oh, I just clicked off. Bloody roll 20. 1 second. Where's all my? Okay. So we got.
It rolled it twice. Twin got 6. Can you give me access to his token as well, please, buddy?
Twin got what? Sorry,
6.
6.
It's doing it
I will give
for
you access.
his though. It's weird.
Hmm?
So yours rolls normally one time, but when you do twins, it does it twice.
Oh no, that was my fault. I clicked the button twice.
Oh.
Yeah. I clicked it and it didn't look like it had rolled, so I clicked it again, and they both come up on the screen. I was like, oh. Sort of.
I said, Woody, if you want to fix mine, because it says 10, but initially it rolled a 6, the first one.
I think you
So
could
it
do it,
doesn't
right?
work.
You
Yeah,
can edit your
Yeah,
own.
Okay, kinda.
you can edit your own. Just don't
Yeah.
accidentally delete your own token while doing so.
Yeah, sort it.
Oh, I didn't put all the names. Why didn't it say what it did? It's annoying.
Woody, can I say as soon as we saw anything, I'd mage armor.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Of course. Right, is everyone's... Does anyone still need me to adjust something?
Nope. I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay, you have
that's
the
right.
region. Perfect. Right. Okay. Yeah, so Romok, you see a number of these flying creatures approaching you.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You
17.
see, as from where you are, you can see there's 3 heading in your direction from below, and you can see now that they are closer, 30 feet from you, they seem to be giant bats, but they look like they've got leather straps around their necks and their bodies, and on their back, a saddle. And on that
Mhm.
saddle seems to be a figure huddled up over it. So each of these bats seems to have a rider.
Okay. Can I get excuse me? Can I get any closer view on the rider itself?
What you can see now, they seem to be covered in sort of rags that are covering their face and arms. It's almost like a shawl and a scarf pulled up over their mouth and nose. They look like they have some kind of goggle on their eyes. So it's hard for you to determine exactly what or who they might be.
Okay. On my perception, and forgive me if I'm asking things that have already been answered, are they aiming for us or are they just in the area? Like,
So with your perception as well, you can see these figures on the back. They seem to be holding weapons. You can see they seem to be holding like spears in their hand. And as you're looking, you're watching as they've got their arms cocked back and they look like they're ready to launch javelins and spears in your direction.
have we seen, they're on the map, have we seen these up here?
They are behind you. So you can,
So,
with
okay.
17 perception, I'd say you can crane your neck around and you clock them as well. They're coming up as well.
The only thing is, are we absolutely certain that they're aiming for us and not these manticores? I'm assuming they're manticores behind us.
Everything is below you and rising up. So
Oh,
they're
right,
all
okay.
heading. Yeah. Think of it
That's
like
fine.
they're funneling towards you.
That's fine. I just don't want to make this 10 times worse if they're not actually coming for us. But I'm assuming that they are coming for us, right?
Well, you
Roblox
can. I
not
mean,
smart enough
you
to
can
think
hold
like
your
that.
turn if you like.
Sorry, too many voices.
I said
Say
you
that
can.
again.
You can of course hold your turn if you like.
And I said Roblox not smart enough to think like that.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the intelligence. He sees a threat. What's the flight What's the flight distance of the Griffins? Is it the same as ours, or
I think they had like 80
Griffins?
foot or something.
80? Well, they're in range. I would like to fly up to this group here, holding Astrofall height. I'm not aiming to strike them. I will charge them and do a kind of swoop, with Astrofall held high as a kind of back off, holding the attack until such a time as they provoke the attack, if that makes sense. I don't want to be the one to hit first. But I
Actually,
will
don't make your
absolutely
Griffins a bit
deliver.
bigger.
Pardon?
I'm just going to actually make all of your Griffins a bit bigger, actually, whilst. So just ignore what I'm doing.
Okay.
Sorry, continue what you're saying. You're swooping down.
No, I was going to say I would like to do a kind of fly past, aiming around this group, sort of swoop past them, Astrofall, just give them a bit of a scare. They kind of back off, hold my attack, but if they fire, shoot, whatever, attack first. But if they start an attack, I will retaliate.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So you feel free to move in. You have to grab both tokens.
And I'm floating in the air.
So are you staying at the same level you were, or are you dropping down to them?
I will keep probably about 5-10 feet above them, just so I kind of have the sort of vantage point above them.
Okay. Perfect. Right. So you swoop in, and you can see as soon as you are getting in range, they are literally trying to now aim upon you with their weapons. But we'll get to that. Next up, this guy here. Is now level with you. It's risen up and is now level with you all. So as far as get, and yeah, can't do anything from it. Actually, no, it can. So what it's going to do is going to, as it's flying close enough, it is going to whip its tail out in your direction, Keck, and is going to fire a tail spike in your direction.
Okey-doke.
Does a 20 hit?
Beats it.
Oh, really miserable score. Just 4 points of piercing damage as a spike slams into you. However, it's going to do this 3 times. It's going to whip its tail at you 3 times. So there's another 2 coming at you right now. So this one is an 11 to hit, which is going to miss, and a 10 to hit. So the first one obviously hits you. The other 2 just soar straight past. and you just feel your griffin beneath you sort of tense up as these barbed spikes just zip past them. Your griffin turns its head and looks in the direction of the manticore, which has approached from behind. Yeah, that's all that can happen on that one. So over to you.
Right. I think I'm going to try and get some height and just kind of go up. Because I remember last time I was pretty useless in these. Can I, like, go forward and up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Just
So
above the group. Somewhere there, I don't know.
yeah. So how high are you going up?
Maybe like 40 foot, not like stupid high, just
40 foot up.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep a log of where you are, just on the side here. Okay.
And then how far down? Or they're going to be even further below, aren't they? So they're going to be.
So they're 30 foot down, so they're 190 foot essentially. Everyone else is sitting at 220.
Okay. So. I'm just going to throw a cheeky little ice knife. Oh no, I don't have the range for that. I'm going to throw an acid arrow at this manticore that's come up closer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Woody, is
19.
the distance is correct here? Like, that manticore is only 35 feet away from me?
They're 30
Whereas-
feet below. I said they're 30 feet below you is what I was trying to say. Sorry.
Oh, no, I
They're
meant just
30
like the squares are 5 feet. Is that even on this map? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're way up high. So should you fall, you're actually going to be like teeny tiny little dot down there.
Yeah. Does that hit 19? I take it does, but
Oh, sorry. 19 to hit. Absolutely does. Yes.
Yeah, it needs to do a so it's done the second roll already in that, so but it needs to do on here. Oh. Okay, so it'll do the 2d4 at the start of its go. So it'll take 8 at the start of its go, but it takes 14 acid now. That's a max roll. I'm just gonna roll it again just to check something. Okay, I did just get lucky-ish.
No, perfect. So yeah, this definitely hits. The acid arrow explodes across it. Yeah, it definitely seems to have taken that damage.
Cool. And then it'll take 8 at the start of its go, and I think that's it. I don't think it does anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Perfect. Hezekiah.
Okay. Since Romak, took that kind of tentative approach with the Bat Riders, have the Bat Riders done anything? No, right?
It's not their go yet, but they look like they are gearing up to attack him.
Okay. So that one manticore, Lockwood did a decent bit of damage on it, and it will. In fact, wow, it's hard to tell from these rolls how much damage. Like, it's almost half dead, kind of like. Looks like 22 plus 22 plus 19 plus 19,
Right,
or are the
just one instance.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
the
that's
first.
one.
It's not all of them.
But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you can just ask Woody how hurt it looks, right? Rather than going
Yeah.
off numbers.
It doesn't look too hurt at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't look too hurt. Okay. In that case, I'm going to Scorching Ray that at the level. God knows how this roll will come out in duplicate or whatnot. Okay, so this is 4 rays coming out
Mhm.
to hit. Okay, here is. Okay, so it does double roll. So, whatever, I'll just press the button twice to get the 4 total
Nice.
hits
Yeah.
rolls.
Okay.
14, 10, 17, and 15.
So 3 of those will hit.
Okay. Invariably, I'm sure 4 damage rolls will come out because of the even thing. No, actually, it's working normally now. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so this is right. 5. That's 11. 21 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. So this time, fire now erupts across the mane of this manticore as it soars towards you still. It bellows out a roar of pain, but it looks okay still and is continuing on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now for movement, how far do the griffins go again?
80, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, 80 foot fly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, in this case, I think I'll try to bolster Romok's position. For what it's worth or so. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I'll get to here. Stop. That's me.
Okay. And you stay in the same height as well?
Yeah. Adds
Mhm.
whatever robot height wise.
Yeah. Okay. Jasper, to you.
Hey. Remind me, do our griffins get to attack as well as us doing our turn?
You can choose your griffin to attack for you.
Okay, so it's like one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Obviously, you still get to have all your movement.
Time, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember what we did last time. If we had our turns and the griffins got their independent attacks or not. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I was thinking about something, and then I thought, well, they're bats and they can't see, so that won't work.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to hypnotic pattern them, but what I will do is I will move out a little bit. So what's the range on that? 60. And I will cast Shatter at 4th level on these two. So it's a con 16 save,
Mm-hmm.
or they take 5d8 thunder damage, half on a success.
So Constitution
Bad rolls, isn't it?
6. Okay, so
As it's sound based in their bats, you can always give them disadvantage if you want.
they have both failed. And let me just see if the riders fail as well. They have failed as well. So you're essentially hitting four creatures here, and they've all failed.
Yeah. So with Shatter, believe very how far the sound travelled on that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so seeing that I've knocked him a little bit, I'm gonna. What was that? I'm gonna fly back towards Hezekiah. Oh, well, that's gonna get their attention, isn't it?
So as you hit, so as you finish up, what you see is basically the bats themselves look like their wings. At the moment, it impacts them. Their wings sort of tear and rip, and their bodies sort of shrivel up for a brief moment before correcting themselves. Just trying this sort of now staggered sort of flying approach. On their back, however, you see the two riders, both riders, just collapse back, their arms pull just completely off to the sides and go limp, and they drop their spears, which go tumbling down. The bats, however, do remain, but they are bloodied and damaged, but they are there still.
The riders are tied on then.
The riders are not falling off. Okay.
Which bats did Jasper attack? The ones right in front of Roma?
No, the two in the middle of me. To the left.
Okay.
A little red marker on the ones who now got no rider. There we go. Okay, so that's now going to move in. This one here is on you, Romok. It is going to come in, and it will come in for a bite attack, which would be, let's see, 21 to hit. This one is actually, well, it's actually going for your Griffin rather than you.
Okay.
So, have you got the Griffin stats in front of you?
They have 12 AC.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
12 AC and 59 health.
Yep. Thanks.
Okay. So, with the bite attack coming in, it is 5 points of piercing damage.
5 points of damage.
And now that it is this close to you, you see that the figure on the back is quite small. But as you watch, they suddenly launch a javelin, a spear in your direction.
Okay. I'm still holding my action.
Yes.
So once that's completed, I will absolutely swing.
Mm-hmm. Well, this has a 11 to hit, so I'm assuming that's not going to hit you.
No, hits neither me nor the Griffin.
This one was aiming at you. Okay, so yeah, this spear comes sailing out towards you, and you instinctively just bat it away with your weapon, and it just goes falling harmlessly. Is going to move around to here,
Mhm.
just flying around you. Next one. This bat is going to come to there, and yep, he's going to throw a spear at you, Hezekiah.
Mhm.
Hezekiah does a 14 hit.
Nope.
No. So similar to Romok, you're sat upon your griffin, and there's this spear suddenly carves across in front of you, and you're taken back from it. You didn't realize it was coming, and it's luckily missed. Next up, yeah, they can't do it. This one here next to you as well, Romok. The bat is going to bite into the griffin, so we'll deal with that first. The bat comes in. A 10 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and then a 13 on a spear toss towards you.
Towards me? No. Won't
Yes. Oh, actually, no. They have advantage on this now because they are flanking.
Okay.
So, apologise on that. 19 to hit on your griffin.
Yep, that'll hit the
and
griffin.
19 as well on you.
At night, yeah, that'll hit. So, can I retaliate with my held action?
Yes, this is in the first round. You can. But let me just deal your damage first,
Yeah,
unless
absolutely.
you're
Let's
trying
resolve
to
this. I just
stop.
didn't want it to kind of
Yeah.
move on and me lose out on my
Mhm.
action.
No. We'll get to that. So let's
That's cool.
deal with the damage first. So your griffin is going to take 4 points of piercing damage.
Mhm.
You are going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The spear slams into you, unable to block this one.
All right.
So what did you want to do as your reaction?
I am gonna slice and dice.
Mhm.
So
Where are you aiming?
I'll. Which one's the one that's kind of closest to me at the moment? The one that's taking.
They're both right next to you, and they're both biting into your griffin.
Okay, that's fine. We'll see what we do. So I'll start with this one here. I'll swing Astfall high.
Which one, sorry?
The lower one. This one.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Are you aiming for the bat or the rider?
The bat.
20 hits.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 13 damage. Sorry, on the first hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice.
I'll arc it around again.
Yeah, definitely another hit.
For a further 16 points of damage. So 29 in total.
So you slice through once and twice, and you watch as part of the bat's head slices off, like a little bit of its ear and a bit of its cheek comes off, and you slice through part of its body as well with the second one. You see blood just streaming down it, and it's now struggling completely to stay aloft, and it is really sort of disjointed and disorganized, flapping of its wings. The rider on top seems to now be holding on and just desperately trying to control the animal. It looks really on death's door. But yeah, you
shout at the top of my lungs. Yield! You don't want this.
so the small creature on top of it locks its eyes on towards you, and you hear this sort of just a roaring scream a guttural war cry, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, so over to you, Brother Keck.
Yeah, you have to forgive me. I've been kind of like dozing off in and out, so I'm trying to keep up.
That's
I
okay.
think the Manticore is the only thing that's kind of gone for me. I've seen the guys kind of splitting off, going for their own thing. But I think with the Manticore taking a punt, probably act back on that one, and I will throw a light at it, which is a con 16 save.
Mm-hmm.
Put into the VT.
And is this at the Manticore? Did you say?
Yeah, the Manticore behind me that took a shot at me. Didn't put that in twice as well, so definitely something broken.
What was it? Sorry, did you say Constitution set? Yeah, Constitution.
Constitution 16.
Failed it.
Yeah, and I've got to roll 8d8.
What a damaging spell this could be.
8 d8. Roll.
Yeah, he can go next, Jasper.
42 points. 42 points of damage. Anything else? Oh, sorry, if it's plant. So yeah, 42 points of necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm. You release this blast of blight. What does your blight spell look like?
Giant turtle butt plug.
I'd probably say it's like the dust of the sand from the air kind of just gripping it and choking it.
So you watch as this sort of little vortex of dust just swirls around it, just getting tighter and tighter around its face, before suddenly crushing in towards it. The Manticore buckles back and completely rolls over backwards and just plummets down towards the land. You have
Cool.
successfully killed the Manticore.
It's one out of the way. How much movement have we got? Did you say? So 60 to
You have
80.
80 foot. 80 foot.
I don't know, control my griffin, so I'll just say roughly where I want to go. Oh, I need to stay close to a lot of you, really. Or I say about there, which probably get me some attention, but keeps those two in range and the other three in range, even though I'm sure people are going to split up after this. Move myself there, but I can't move the griffin.
You should be able to.
No, can't touch it.
Changed it. Can't touch this. There you go. You can now.
Thank you. And yeah, I think that is all I can do for the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Right. We'll just get to the end of the round, by the way, guys, and we'll call it. But yeah, it's Twins go.
Okay, so Twin is, you've seen that one fall out. You can see that one's still a little bit of distance away. And Romok's very quickly getting surrounded by all these bats. Twin's gonna skedaddle in there.
Mhm.
Twin fine. Come on, Twin. He is going to use his fighting spirit to give himself advantage on all of his weapon attacks this turn, and he gets 5 temporary hit points, which I can't mark on, but that'll do. Um, so he gets advantage on. So he's got +9 to hit. Let's roll it here. So 16 + 9 is 25 on the first hit. He's going to hit this bat.
So that is a hit.
He's
going for the.
1d8.
I take it he's going for the bat rather than the rider.
Yeah, the bat in front of him. Yeah, that's 1d8 + 5. So that's 13 damage.
Yes.
Second
Very nice
strike
hit.
with his longsword.
Mhm.
13 + 9 is 22.
It's another hit.
That one's only 7 damage this time.
Yep.
Then we're going to action surge and do it again.
Oof. Go on then.
So 18 + 9, 27.
Yep. Definitely.
For another 13 points of damage.
Oof. With that hit, the blade slices through one of the wings and completely severs it. The bat just falls. You watch as the rider on top at that moment is going to, as a prepared action, they're going to quickly unclip themselves and they're going to throw themselves towards your griffin as a reaction. So as they're doing this, you have your last hit.
Okay, so I'll just try and knock them out of the sky with my sword.
Okay.
13 + 9, 22.
It's a hit.
11 points of damage.
So as Twin goes to knock them out of the way to stop them jumping onto his griffin, he's actually just going to thrust his sword forward, and the leaping figure, unfortunately, goes straight into the blade, and the blade goes straight through their throat. And the Twin holds them there for a split second before letting them just dangle and fall off, dead and gone.
As the two bodies collapse down towards the ground, Twin just sort of waves with his spare hands. Meow.
Okay.
And then he'll fly back a little bit, just to cover the back for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be hit.
Okay, so it's now into the bat's go, and it's going to be here, and he's going to launch the bat can't do anything, but the rider on top is going to launch a spear at you, Jasper, with a 22 to hit.
Jesus.
No hit?
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
It is. So this one is going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Take it like a man. Very small man. A man all the same.
This one comes in, and the bat is going for your griffin with a bite attack with a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit, Mr. Griffin Man.
So this one is a 5 points piercing damage.
Oh wait.
Right.
You just threw the spear with the other one, but the rider's dead.
You're right. The rider is dead on that one. So this is just the bats which are coming in.
Anyway, that was a hit on the Griffin.
So you can take.
That,
Yeah. you will lose. Yeah, the Griffin attack is 5 points of piercing. No
Okay.
spear on either of those. And then we have this bat down here. It's going to move in. And that's coming around on you, Hezekiah. The bat comes in, teeth sinking in towards your Griffin. And a 22 hit. So dirty 20.
Yeah, the Griffin's like 12, so don't.
This one, it's going to be 7 points piercing damage
On the Griffin, right?
on the Griffin.
Mhm.
And the rider is then going to take a shot at you with a spear. And this is 12 to hit.
That misses.
That misses. No good on that one. You knock that away as it's coming towards you. It's going to come straight up and hit the same level as Twin, and the Manticore is going to come in with multi-attack, bite and claw against Twin's Griffin. So bite, it is a 14 to hit. The claw, it's feeble, like 8 to hit. 14 and an 8 to hit.
The 14 will.
14 does. So that's the bite. The bite done. I got my wrong so bad. 4 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
And this Manticore is pretty much sort of slamming into Twin and his Griffin, and they're essentially in a straight on brawl. These two massive beasts. The last bat, he's going to come. He's going to come in, and this one's going to go for you, Locke. So, your Griffin. Very poor. 5 to hit. That's going to be a miss. And the attack on top, it's coming in at a 17 to hit on you, Locke.
How much, sorry?
17 to hit.
Yeah, no, that'll hit.
So even with your mage armor.
Yeah, 16 with mage armor.
Okay. So this time the spear sort of comes and it finds it hits hard, this one. So it can hit you for 8 points of piercing. This figure on the back just holding onto the spear and just lunges it forward straight into you. You feel it pierce into your upper thigh.
Just normal roll, right? Didn't crit or anything. With an 8.
Just normal. But that's the end of the round on that one. So that's where we'll call it a night for there, guys, because it's past midnight. So.
Okay.
How much did I take? Sorry, just
was it 8 points?
8. Cool. Thank you.
So, yeah, you've got a couple of them taken out, and 2 of them you've taken out the riders. So it's not looking too bad. But now you are starting to take damage, the lot of you. But yeah, we're going to call it there, and we'll pick this up at the start of the next game.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you, Woody.
All right.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Woody.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
It's just early morning dealing with kids all morning. It's just like for me.
Here's a
I'm
light
getting
one.
back to it.
Feels